Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the relaunch of the Ordinary Serum Foundation. It was one of their most popular products, but they discontinued it. However, they have relaunched their foundation, which is great news for people like me who are always on the lookout for something that's affordable but does a great job in terms of shade match and also long wear of the product. I didn't get to try this foundation the first time round, so I'm really excited to try it this time. And I'm going to talk to you about this foundation and my final thoughts and first impressions of the product. So if that's something that interests you, let's get started with today's video. So I'm just looking at my monitor now and it looks like some of their shades are already sold out. And these are available online or in select stores starting from March 2025. This is on the Australian website. So let's speak about the product a bit more. The Ordinary kindly gifted me 4 shades from their range, and the shades are 2.0p, 2.1p, 2.3p, and 2.2y. These are the swatches that I have just applied on my forearm. I usually do not do this, but I just wanted you to see how the colors look. And they also sent me this entire information sheet, which I will share a few details with you. So the first step is you need to find your skin tone. It ranges from very fair to very deep, which seems like a good range. Then you need to pick your undertone. That would be pink, neutral, yellow, or red. And then they also show you how to pick out your serum foundation shade. This information is also available on their website. The Ordinary have also mentioned that this is a limited edition set that they have released. I think that just could be to test out the market and see whether there is a demand for it, which honestly I think there would be, and I'm really hoping to see that they make this permanent. Now let's get into the swatches and a bit more detail of the product. So as I said before, you can pick this around for 13 AUD and it claims to be lightweight, serum-like foundation, and this is a 30 ml bottle. It is formulated to be suitable for all skin types and it is engineered to spread easily and blend seamlessly into the skin. It gives you a skin-like finish and is compatible with most primers. I also wanted to share some highlights of the foundation. It is alcohol-free, it is oil-free, vegan, and gluten-free. So keep all of this in mind when you're purchasing your foundation. Before we begin, I have already applied the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. This is the primer I use for that everyday glow. And I've also applied some concealer by Estee Lauder. This is the new Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer in the shade 4W. And now let's get into the swatches. Starting off with 2.0p, this shade is light medium with pink undertones. That is 2.0p. This is 2.1p. This is medium with pink undertones. This is 2.3p. I'll apply this one here. This is medium with pink undertones again. And this is 2.2y, medium with yellow undertones. Just as a rule of thumb from me, do not match your foundations when it's wet. Make sure it dries down a bit so that you get the perfect match to your skin. Just going to blend this out slightly so you can see. I already have an inkling of what shade would match me. I've not done the best job, but I can sort of see what I'm leaning towards. And if you thought it is this shade, then you're right. So let's get into application. So today I'm going to be trying the 2.2y medium with yellow undertones. And on one side, I'm going to apply it with a sponge and the other side with a brush. So I've just gone with half pump because it's very serum-like and it's running down my hand. And I usually do not apply foundation directly to my face. Always apply most foundation towards the inside of the face, because that's usually where there's discoloration. On this side, I'm going in with my brush and let's dab that into the skin. Just remember, I'm applying this foundation on top of concealer. On first impressions, it's very lightweight. It just feels like skin. Blended out so easily and it has given a natural finish. So don't expect too much glow or it to be too matte. Now I'm going in with my Rare Beauty sponge and let's tap that into the skin again. Same technique. From the center, move outwards. So this is a lightweight foundation. Don't expect too much coverage. So if you've got discoloration like I do, apply a color corrector if it's too dark. Then go in with concealer and then your foundation. Okay, wow. I really like this finish. I'm just looking at my monitor and my skin looks so even. I think I've just not blended my nose there. But you can see that it's not sitting on any texture. It's got this beautiful glow because I've applied the primer and it's feeling like skin. Extremely lightweight And if you want something to go really quickly in the morning for work, you have to grab this one. So as per my first impressions, I really like how it's sitting on the skin. It feels very natural, extremely lightweight. I just wish you could feel how I'm feeling right now. Usually at this stage, I have foundations moving into my smile lines, but I can see slight movement. So you might have to set it with powder. I will just go ahead and apply some of my other base products and I'll be back. And guys, I've just gone and applied all my base products. I've linked all of them in the description below for you to have a look. And all of them have sat really beautifully on the skin. The foundation hasn't moved. It has sort of just blended everything together. And I'm really loving the finish of it. And I'm pretty impressed that till now, it has not gone into my smile line. So that's a win. But just as a precaution, I would suggest setting it with powder to have peace of mind. So let me just summarize all the pros and cons of this foundation according to me. What I absolutely love of this foundation, first of all, is that it's so affordable. I think keeping makeup affordable and reaching a wider audience is really necessary in today's market. But for us, I really love having options so we can choose from foundations like these or even a Charlotte Tilbury one. The second thing I love about this foundation is its skin-like finish. I've always been on the lookout for something that I can slap on my face, can go on easily, blend easily without any issue. And honestly, as of now, it feels like the Ordinary has done just that. Third, I feel that it works with almost every product. I have used a mix of powder and creams on my face and it has not lifted, it has not moved around, and it hasn't even created any patchiness. For the blush here, I've gone in 2 layers and it hasn't moved at all, which I feel some other high-end foundations do. I feel that with a natural skin-like finish, it caters to a wider audience and we can custom make it. So if I want a glow, I went in with a glowy serum, but if I want it skin-like, I have that option. And if I want to matte it down even more, I can set it with a translucent setting powder. Now, a few cons if I'm being completely nitpicky about the foundation. I would say because it is serum-like, it tends to flow everywhere and it was running down my hand. So keep that in mind as it could get messy. Just to be nitpicky again, according to this information sheet, I find for the general audience, it could be a bit hard understanding the numbers and the letters against it. So it can be a bit more confusing. So people would have to rely more on online reviews to figure out what their shade is. And as a third point, I love the pump, but you can see that once you dispense the foundation, it's going to look very messy. So keep that in mind. I like to keep my products as clean as possible, but it's not practical. So if you're like me, just keep that in mind too. So my final thoughts on this foundation is that if you're looking for something serum-like, lightweight, that looks like your skin, go in for this one. It is pretty affordable, just around $13 AUD. It has got a good shade range, so it's going to cater to a majority of skin tones. Now for those with olive tones, I reckon you might have to mix and match 2 shades, unfortunately, but have a go. Always try it in store if you can. If you have any issues finding your shade, please leave a comment down below and I will try my best to help you. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly, economical, easy to blend, easy to use foundation, the Ordinary Foundation Serum is the one for you. So that's all from me for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.